appointment I've had here so far. I don't know what is wrong with me, like I get so fucking nervous. So today is hospital day. I'm travelling to London today to see my skin specialist, who I haven't seen for quite a while now because of COVID-19 and obviously all of the restrictions that have been in place because of that. But yeah, this is the first opportunity I've had to go back and see my doctor, who, as you guys know, is literally my only doctor that I can talk to about my allergy to water and what goes on with my skin conditions. So it's really valuable to me that I get these appointments. So it's 5 to 9 in the morning now. My appointment's at 12:30, but I have to obviously travel to London, which is a 2-hour journey, give or take. I'm just allowing plenty of time so that I don't get too anxious or catch myself running late or anything like that, which I absolutely hate. I hate being late for things, especially doctor's appointments. It just, my anxiety isn't cut out for it. But basically today we're meant to be doing a series of tests, basically to try and work out what my additional symptoms are about. Like, I've spoken to you guys numerous times, I get a lot of other symptoms which aren't normal, such as, you know, sickness, migraines. There's just quite a few things that aren't quite explained by a skin condition or my allergy to water. Like, it just doesn't makes sense. So we feel like there's maybe something else going on, which is why we're running extra tests today to see if there's anything else. So I'm kind of excited but more nervous than anything. I don't know why, I just get so anxious for my hospital appointments. My illness is so, like, it consumes my life, so these appointments mean so much to me. I'm gonna go. I will update you when I'm on my way. Mark's coming with me today as well. I'm in London, I'm just outside the hospital. I'm literally just making my way over there now. Obviously, because of the COVID-19 like restrictions and stuff, I have to go in on my own. So Mark is still in the car right now, which is annoying. I like to have him to chat to, but obviously I don't have a choice at the moment, so it is what it is. I'm a little bit early for my actual appointment, so I'm just going to head up to the department slowly, because I usually get a bit sweaty going up there. It usually makes me itch and have a reaction, so I'm going to try and avoid that by going as slowly as possible. This bit here, they've sent me into the next room with some nurses because they wanted me to do a water test. Basically, they fill up a bowl of water and they just wanted me to submerge my arm in it. And obviously, I'm allergic to water, so it's obvious where this is going. But they still obviously had to do it. I think I lasted 12 minutes before I started crying because it was burning so much. But, you know, I can't be a badass bitch all the time, guys. And I also had to like sneaky film this section because the woman had already told me off about asking to film. Okay, so I just got out. So basically, they made me do a water test where I had to like dip my arm in a bowl, like submerge it in water, to see how quickly my allergic reaction started, which is why I'm crying. It's because it's still itching all the way up here, and they've kind of just let me go. Like, my appointment has ended and now I'm just in the nearest toilet, just trying to wait for it to stop so that I can go back to the car. The woman I saw was offended straight away because I thought I was meant to be seeing my usual doctor. Turns out I wasn't, because he is my specialist and he's usually who I would see. She then went on to lecture me about the fact that I smoke cannabis as my only means of pain relief. Like, obviously I said, you know, I understand that smoking cannabis is not recommended, but the reason that my doctors so far have kind of said that they understand why I would do that, because if I find that it helps, nothing else is being given to me that can help me, so why wouldn't I self-medicate if I find that it helps? And she basically just lectured me and said that I'm going to cause myself more psychological issues. It was only when Dr. actually came in the room, because he knew that I was being seen by someone else, so he came in the room to come and explain, like, that he was busy but what he wanted her to do and how she should treat me, like, because of, you know, how far of a journey we've already been on. So I had to submerge my arm in water I think we did it for 12 minutes and the pain was ridiculous. I started crying in front of the nurses. It is calming down now though, thank God. It's just itchy now as opposed to the burning and the sharp pains as well. And then now I'm off to go and get my bloods done. I just wanted to compose myself first because I was just crying. When I left the doctor's office I was literally just crying. So now I'm headed to a different section of the hospital to get the bloods done. Hopefully I can just forget about that appointment now and just not, you know, and hopefully the itching's gonna go soon, so I'll be better. So I'm about to go back out. Oh, and then towards the end of the appointment, right, this absolutely shook me, like the audacity. After the woman was fucking rude to me, lectured me about the fact that I smoke, and then we get to the end of the appointment and the bitch has the audacity to come up close to my head and ask me what this is. Like, she said, is this hair dye? She was like, is this hair dye or what is this? And touched it. I was like, it's a wig? Like, she fully just touched my wig and asked me what it is. That was the worst appointment I've had here so far. Like, I really didn't like that woman. Like, she was rude. Like, she was questioning if it was that bad, and it just made me feel like shit, if I'm honest. That was horrible. I hated today's appointment, but at least it's done, at least it's finished. The blood test didn't go great, like they literally couldn't find any veins the first time around, so they were all up in my arm, like wriggling around, and it just wasn't ideal. I don't feel too great now, like, because obviously I've had that allergic reaction. Kind of feeling a little bit exhausted, if I'm honest. I feel a bit sick, a bit deflated and disappointed, if I'm honest, like, just because of the doctor I saw and how the appointment made me feel. But it's done, it's done. I'm still really fucking wound up about the comment that she made about my wig, but we move. I'm just making my way back to the car now to go and find Mark, and hopefully my day's gonna get better. So the journey home has been even worse than the actual day itself. So on the way home I've started to feel like really sick, and I just assumed it was because they did more bloods today than they usually would, so I just thought, you know, whatever, I need to eat and I'll feel better. Literally, we made it to the food place, like we got a Burger King and I was trying to eat this Burger King and I just felt so ill. Like, I just felt like, yeah, I know that yeah, I know I ain't gonna make it through this meal. Like, I don't feel well at all. I kept saying to Mark, like, I just feel sick, I just feel sick. Didn't finish my food because I just knew that I felt too iffy. And I went inside Burger King and went to the toilet as well. Was a little bit sick in their toilet, so I thought, yeah, that's it, I've sorted it. Like, I should be all right until I get home. And then we've continued on our way home, and I've literally just projectile vomited out of Mark's moving car. Yeah, and I literally said to him, I was like, yeah, I think you need to pull over, like, I really don't feel well. And he pulled over as quickly as possible, and even still I was like hanging out of the window being sick, like, as he was trying to pull over. So yeah, feel a bit exhausted now, like, feel very grim and tired. I just can't wait to be home now. I'll talk a bit more about the day once I am home and feeling a little bit better, but I just wanted to update you on that. I literally at this point don't even know how Mark still fancies me. Like, the amount of situations he's seen me in where I'm just vomiting. Do you still love me? It's the next day. I've recovered. I just filmed an Instagram TV makeup video to make myself feel better. I didn't finish the vlog last night because I was feeling like shit. I was absolutely exhausted after my day, where I was ill on the way home as well. Like, it was just, by the time I got home, I just needed to eat something and sleep and just regain some energy, which I've now done. I've just taken it easy today, like, kind of just tried to take a moment to process yesterday and understand what I want now and how I feel about it. And then this afternoon, when I got to the point where I felt like I was just overthinking it too much, I just thought, do you know what? Just get some makeup out, just get some makeup out. So that's what I did. Luckily my skin has actually been fairly okay today, which is really good. I don't know, it just didn't make me feel good yesterday. Like, you guys have seen in the vlog, I was crying quite a lot yesterday. It was just her tone, the way that she was speaking to me, the way every time she asked me about any of my symptoms, she was almost questioning how it was possible. Like, there was one point she asked me what it felt like. I said it, you know, it itches and it burns, and she went, well, which one is it? And that was just kind of like her manner. Like, I don't know if I've already mentioned, but when I have my arms in the water, from the clips that you guys saw from when I was having a reaction in the nurse's room, she came in after the allergic reaction had started. At that point I was crying because I was in pain, and she walked in the room and asked me why I was crying. When you're chronically ill and when you live with an illness like mine on a daily basis, I just feel like your tolerance for people choosing to not understand lowers dramatically. And if I'm honest, I just wanted to get out of there. Then she made the comment about my wig, and after that I was just like, bitch, get me home. I was done with it. Today I'm feeling a lot better. I had a good sleep last night, and you know, I've managed to think on it and just kind of reason with myself about how I was feeling after yesterday. But I'm still pissed off. Like, they scrapped half of the tests that we were meant to be doing, that myself and my doctor had previously agreed that we were going to be doing. They ended up not testing for mast cell activation syndrome, which is one of the main things I've wanted to be tested for so long, just to be sure that my other symptoms weren't being caused by another illness that was being undetected. So I just said, like, can we do these tests and then we know for sure that it's not these things? And they agreed with me. And then when I got there, it was like half of the plan just changed. Yesterday me and my doctors spoke about the fact that doctor's department that I went to yesterday has actually been looking after me for 4.5 years now. And on reflection, it just made me feel like, what have we achieved? Like, we haven't made any progress, and these appointments are so anxiety inducing for me and so stressful and so difficult for him to not even make the effort to see me. Like, I just don't want to do it anymore. And yesterday's appointment has kind of just reiterated to me that working on finding funding for some medical care from a private doctor that could maybe help me, whether that is halfway across the world, like, I just don't feel like the NHS are going to help me in the way that I need them to. I hate to sound ungrateful for all of the years that they have been working with me, but it's just, yesterday was just a lot, and I just feel like I can't do it anymore for no results and for no even level of understanding from the people that are meant to be caring for me. Like, I guess now we're just waiting for the urine tests and the blood tests and all of the results to come back, and just see if it shows anything new or gives them any ideas as to what they might want to do next. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and enjoyed coming to the hospital with me. I'm disappointed that it wasn't what I expected or what I hoped for, but life. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you're heading over to my Instagram as well if you like the makeup look that I'm wearing right now. There's an Instagram TV tutorial over there on this look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.